Welcome to the 9th edition of Liège-Bastogne-Liège Femmes. There are plenty of contenders again this year, starting with the two-time winner, Demi Vollering. But she will have to keep a close eye on rising star Puk Pieterse, who beat her in Flèche Wallonne on Wednesday, and also here in Liège on last year's Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift.
She's a rivalry, of course, so I always want to win from her, but it doesn't matter from who I want to win, I always want to win. So for me, it doesn't matter who it is, as long as I can win, of course.
Yeah, it's just super cool to have battles with those kinds of riders. Normally you see all on TV, and now you're yourself in it. So yeah, it's just I try to enjoy it as much as possible.
Other big names include Elisa Longo Borghini, Kasia Niewiadoma, and the world champion Lotte Kopecky will have support today from the returning two-time winner Anna van der Breggen.
I will be the leader, but yeah, I think Anna is maybe like just here. So I mean, she's in a really good shape as well. She had some illness the past week. That's why she skipped Flèche Wallonne. But I just hope that she's tomorrow feeling 100% again, and that we can really rely on each other.
It's also worth keeping an eye on Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, the winner of this year's Paris-Roubaix. The goal is to climb with the best riders and see what I can do in the final, how I manage things. I'm really motivated for this last classic and I can't wait to start. The route is the same as last year, 153 kilometres with almost 3,000 metres of elevation gain. There are 10 climbs in total, including the famous finishing trio of the Côte de la Redoute, the Côte des Forges and the Côte de la Rochefoucauld. It is a gruelling race where only the strongest riders can prevail. French rider Maëva Skibon was leading solo when the race went live, not long before the Côte de la Redoute. She was being chased by Valentina Cavallard, with the peloton just under a minute back, and all of the favourites were still in there. Time trial specialist Skibon continuing to plug away, but the gap was coming down as they approached La Redoute. Team SD Works leading the peloton, with Kopecky and van der Breggen right up there. But there was a surprise on the early slopes as Elisa Longo Borghini was dropped. The Italian champion wouldn't be adding to her 3 podiums at this race. Skibon was caught around 400 metres from the summit of La Redoute, with Kopecky and Elise Chabet of FDJ Suez upping the tempo. Ferrand-Prévot and Pieterse were also in the mix, with the Flèche Wallonne winner first to the summit. Well, just after the climb, Pieterse's teammate Pauline Royakkers attacked for Fenix de Koninck. The Dutch woman, who was third at last year's Tour de France, was joined by van der Breggen, Antonia Niedermaier and Cédrine Kerbayol as things started to get tactical. Vollering's FDJ Suez team weren't in the move, so they had to chase with the French champion Juliette Labousse. The 4 leaders with a small gap as they started the penultimate climb, the Côte des Forges. Well, Ferrand-Prévot trying to bridge across, but her move was quickly shut down. And at the front, Kerbayol was a woman on a mission, attacking her fellow escapees, as FDJ finally got a helping hand from Movistar to close the gap before they reached the final climb, the Côte de la Rochefoucauld, and the gap was now just 10 seconds. Kerbayol and van der Breggen were the last 2 standing at the front, and they were finally caught by a small group containing Pieterse, Kopecky and Vollering. Royakkers and van der Breggen would soon be distanced, leaving Pieterse, Vollering, Kopecky and Kerbayol at the front, that quartet heading over the final summit together. Well, Kerbayol, who's a strong rouleur, then tried to go from distance, putting a few seconds into the other 3. On the final little kicker, Kopecky cracked, but Kim Lecourt, who was wearing an almost identical jersey as the champion of Mauritius, managed to claw her way back to the chase group. They reeled Kerbayol back in with 9 kilometres to go, so there were now 4 contenders for victory: Kerbayol, Vollering, Pieterse and Lecourt. Kopecky was in a group 30 seconds back, and it was game over for them. this 9th edition of Liège-Bastogne-Liège would be decided by a 4-up sprint.
They're already into the funnel with 200 metres to go. Kim LaCourt strikes. She's already beating Demi Vollering. Puck Pizza tries to strike on the other side of the road. It's Kim LaCourt and Puck Pizza. Kim LaCourt, she freewheels. Kim LaCourt wins Liège-Bastogne-Liège for the team of AG Insurance Soudal.
Kim LaCourt stunning some of the more fancied names to take her first victory in a major classic after posting some strong results earlier this year. The 29-year-old adding to her stage win at last year's Giro d'Italia in some style and showing there's still plenty of unpredictability in women's cycling.
My DS Jolene told me to start the sprint in Demi's wheel if we came to the line together, and that's what I did.
I was cramping up when I began the sprint, but I didn't give up, and I just can't believe it. It's crazy. LaCourt taking her 7th career win ahead of Pieterse, Vollering and Kerbayol, with Kopecky leading in the next group at 24 seconds. Van der Breggen and Ferrand-Prévot finished just outside the top 10, with Longo Borghini in 48th. Well, we've had a spectacular end to the Spring Classic season, with wins for Mischa Bredevold, Puck Pieterse and Kim LaCourt. Do join us again for the Vuelta Femenina, which starts next Sunday, and thanks for watching.